Live in Denver, Colorado, the hometown for the Nuggets for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Boys, nice line.
This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Look at the Heat.
And back-to-backs are always tough, but when you're losing, they can seem insurmountable. This is a time, though, when they'd love to get their legs under them, but they don't have that luxury.
And, Greg, it's an uphill climb, no doubt. But listen, this is something that every NBA team had to contend with. I mean, there can't be any excuses. They've got to come out and find a way to get their job done.
Now we got plenty of youth on both sides. Clark, what's it like to be part of an up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly. Both ways. You're right.
Shot clock at 2. O'Neal buries it from three-point range. O'Neal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Now here is Conley. Outside Gasol. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, I think this is the start they want to come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
Now here is Conley. Outside Gasol. A three-pointer off the mark. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I think they got to get it going. A 1 for 5 start, not what they wanted.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Miami with the ball. Not a fast start here for the Heat. Trailing by 5. And here's Evans outside. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
Johnson for 3.
And you know what? Sometimes there's a reason why you're open. Maybe not the shot you should be taking.
Stolen by Evans. Johnson can't hit. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is health. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
A different look for Miami. The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Baker. He tries for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Down low. Low block shot. Love. Taken away by Williams. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Right side, Williams.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
Jackson in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Denver?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Lock at 6. Conley with it. Williams picks him up. And another miss by Denver. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat trail by 9. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Okafor. They could use a bucket. He takes it up and lays it in.
Superb work from Okafor from the interior. I mean, just a tireless worker wreaking havoc in the paint.
And it's Conley penetrating. Collins, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle. And then Okafor slams it in.
Boy, I love the way Payton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's measuring. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Kevin Love. Outside, Lynn. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites. One of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Some terrific names there. outside for Gasol. Doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Williams. And Jackson with the block.
You know, one of the things Jackson is well known for is his defense. I mean, he's athletic, he's got good timing, and he really relishes playing defense. And his length is actually very helpful as well.
Here's Pertinis. Another shot. Tries yet again. Here's Lynn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Jeremy Lin, you know, I think has a great reputation. He's a confident guy who provides energy at both guard spots.
2 shots. And Jeremy Lin, a fan favorite in the league, partly due to that month of Linsanity when he burst on the scene.
We love underdogs, Kevin. All of us. Fans from across the world love an underdog. And that's part of what Lin was back in action after that tough knee injury that forced him to miss 2018. Looking for good things from Jeremy Lin.
Pass to Markkanen. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And I tell you, the versatility of Markkanen makes you salivate, guys. A big guy with range for days, and I think he's only going to get better and better.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And another shot. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Evans, that's a 2-pointer. Kept alive. Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Lynn's shot is off. And Markkanen also setting records for 3-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release, that the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. And he knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Here's Evans. Here's Drummond. Second shot opportunity. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the awareness from Lin, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Shoots from the elbow. And it's Miami with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
They get it back. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Boy, I like the activity of Drummond on the glass. I mean, he's so big and active. Excellent timing and hands, always pounding and grinding for offensive rebounds.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
Here's Evans. Here's Okafor. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pass to Markkanen. Johnson outside. Now here's Evans. Bellinelli is covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Dotson. And that one comes up a bit short.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Pass to Bertans. And it's good, 2 points. Bertans got his first bucket in this one.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Scooped up. Drummond.
That's his second personal. In your Nuggets.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Markkanen from outside. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
A 3 off the inbound. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Johnson right side. Fires for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Dotson. The tray. Van Vliet. And that's it for the first. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
And Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick back in 2015, has had his ups and downs to the start of his career. But, you know, Clark, he feels now he's on the right track.
Well, I think he recommitted himself to fitting in with the team and has been working harder than ever before. Sometimes disappointment can motivate you to greater levels of work and commitment. He was kind of a forgotten man in Philly. And now he realizes a second chance is with him, and he's trying to make the most of it. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
To the inside. Offensive rebound. Bogut. Back to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. It's deflected.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
The Heat with the lead. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Okafor. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Shot's good. That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marco Bellinelli picks it. Mark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules have gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much-needed run, too, Greg. I mean, they've turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Williams from outside. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. And it's Okafor missing.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
And here is Lynn. He has 6. Sinks that one from the post. And now just a 5-point Miami lead. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Okafor. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And already Okafor has become a dominant big man in the association. Has a good number of post moves to choose from, in addition to a nice jump hook.
Pass to Collins. Back to Lynn. .158 left to play here in the third. Shot by Collins, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
The Nuggets trailed by 10. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
Releases from 15, and he can't bank that one in.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Gasol. Here's Dotson. 6 to shoot. Inside. Mejri with the steal. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. .50 seconds left to play in the third. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nuggets shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
There's the call on James Johnson. That's his first foul. Outside Conley. The Nuggets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he makes the first.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as reliable as it gets in running his team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. A crafty defender, he also has really elevated his game offensively.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. .15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Gasol. Here's Collins. Gasol on the high post. Hits the target from 18 feet. Gasol's got his third basket of the night.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from...
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Heat lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now Conley. Pass to Bogut. And stolen by Drummond. Johnson wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Here's Bertans. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And it's the craftiness of Bogut. All it took was a tiny up fake.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Down low. Here's Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Well, you look at Josh Jackson, this guy is really skilled. I love his skill set. He's a lengthy forward who I think is only going to get better on both ends of the floor as time goes on. Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive. And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflated.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity. And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Evans outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
From deep, Gasol. He can't get that one. Good D by Drummond. And the Heat call time here. Timeout called the Heat. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
To the inside. Evans with the steal. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Okafor. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Drummond. They shoot again. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. And the Heat lead by 2. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Conley gets the bucket.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation. Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher. .146 left in the fourth quarter. Gasol wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. On the wing, Bellinelli. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Johnson. Over Bellinelli. It's helpful whenever Bellinelli is active on defense. He wants to step his game up in that area.
And it's Conley penetrating. It is good. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
And you know, by now, I don't think there's much question. Mark and his brother Powell are the best 1-2 brother punch in NBA history. How about over 30,000 points combined?
And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love
it. To take the lead. Trifecta.
Marc Gasol is a problem. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with what he's giving.
Evans goes in. Money!
Let the big dog eat. Love seeing Drummond throw it down like that. Beautiful.
Excellent D there from Okafor.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. No luck that time either. Pass to Bellinelli. Takes a three. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Evans outside. Okafor trying to get open. Laces one from three.
Watch out. Watch out. Tyreke Evans has caught fire.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 16 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time. And really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
Three-pointer. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
And so it's Miami winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close.